And welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We're back to fishing. We've been doing so much fishing in this playthrough. I feel like I'm playing Animal Crossing. This fish looked slightly more promising than some I've been getting, so I'm gonna try to catch this one and see if it's actually the right size. Looking at it compared to the green fish, it actually doesn't look as big. But we'll see. Yeah, last time we got more chamber stones and finally started working on the dungeon making. And this time we're hopefully gonna get one of the last non-shop chamber stones we need. Hopefully being the key phrase, because this one is giving me a lot of trouble. The fishing itself isn't bad, I just haven't found the right sized fish. Alright, let's see how big this fish is. 60.8 inches. Now that's a whopper. Well, blow me down. You deserve at least 110 rupees for that. This is the first time you landed one this size, so let's mark the occasion with a chamber stone. You got a chamber stone, thank goodness. No thank you. I'm fished out for this playthrough. Look how many rupees I have now. That actually did not take me as long as I thought. I thought that would be that was borderline, but it was just enough to get the chamber stone. I'm very thankful for that. So, with that out of the way, we have two things left to do. One Secret Seashell reward, and a whole lot of dungeon making. I don't know how long this is going to take, or even how thorough I'm going to be, but I want to do at least a few more of Dompe's chambered puzzles. We made one last time, but we were kind of coming down to the wire on the episode time, so I decided we'll save that for next time. So, this one's already basically set up, so we're gonna try it. Again, I'm sure you can make something really amazing if you wanted to. I don't really care to. I'm not creative. That's my thing. I'm not a creative person, which is why I don't really play Mario Maker. I never picked up Mario Maker 2. As much as I would like to play other people's levels, I have no desire in creating on my own. So because of that, I tend to not play games with heavy creative elements. You know, for example, Super Smash Bros. Has a really good stage maker. And I applaud people who can make really good stages with it. I'm not one of those people though, so I respect the talent, while also admitting I do not share that talent. So yeah, this is why I'm kind of being really lazy with these dungeons. And also, because there's no incentive with, you know, online sharing, I think that's also a mistake. I feel like I wouldn't be doing this by the numbers type stuff, if there was really an incentive, like sharing them. Another problem I have is, I wish you could reskin, dungeon parts. We have, like, a little bit of Tail Cave, but we have that one room from, Bottle Grotto, and it just kind of contrasts really strong, and it looks really off. Now we're in a color dungeon, so again, I wish you could unify the color palette of each dungeon. I think that would help my enjoyment a little bit, instead of making it so, like, so messy. It'd be like placing really incongruous block types in one Mario Maker stage, and having it just be kind of a visual mess. That's kind of my issue with this. The concept of a dungeon maker is fantastic, and this feels like a very good first step to something better, something bigger. But this just feels like kind of a half step in so many ways, and that's why I'm not super big on this. Also because of how many challenges there are. Also, a lot of repeating dialogue, so I'm gonna be skipping a lot of this because most of this is repeated. So he has a new challenge for us, surprise, surprise. You notice that there's tabs, meaning we have to cycle through another page of challenges at some point. You can't place chambers on those light gray tiles to the upper right. The only way to reach those tiles is with chambers that have stairs. That's what this challenge is about. You'll learn how to use stairs to cross long distances, or you'll fail. One of the two. Thanks, Dompe. So, there needs to be a treasure in the upper square, so I'm gonna pick this one because, again, it's a really easy room. I'm gonna place this room, so we have 2 staircases that connect. The lines indicate. Also, stairs are really annoying in this mode. We'll get into that later. Actually, this might be sufficient. This is really lazy, but this might actually be enough to make a working dungeon. Yeah, that's actually all we need to do. See, you can do so much with this mode, but I just always choose not to do anything with this mode, which is kind of the critical flaw. If you aren't encouraged beyond, rewards like, potentially a heart piece or whatever, to do well, then it's really easy to just kind of half-bake a level. But it really shows you how much work goes into an actual Zelda level. In the same way that seeing bad Mario Maker levels give you a real appreciation for good Mario levels, because if you were to play a Zelda game and there's a dungeon which is just go down the stairs, go up, get the key, go back, go through the boss door, that would be the lamest dungeon ever, and yeah. It really gives you an appreciation for how much work actually goes into these, to make them as fun and interesting and engaging as they are. And also, again, limiting soft locks, though I'm not entirely convinced that the Turtle Rock is soft lock proof, because I felt like I soft locked it based on the amount of keys I had or could even access. Again, get really used to seeing Moldorm in this, because I don't really use other bosses in this mode, because the other bosses are harder to take down. Moldorm takes 2 hits with this sword. And yeah, you get extra rooms as you go along. Another challenge in this set, Philippi Hearts. It's up to you what chambers to use and how to arrange them. Just make sure you fill every single tile in that heart shape with a chamber. Mind how you go connecting the exits and stairs now. I alluded to this before. I don't like stairs because you don't really get very much control over them. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I do tend to avoid stairs whenever possible. So the boss door is gonna go up here. Yeah, none of these other bosses are particularly fast, other than Moldorm, so it just, to me, makes the most sense to do that. I have a better idea. Let's see if I can really break this. So we're gonna have a junction here, because we kind of have to. That looks like a bombable wall, so I'm actually gonna go with this one. Again, this is such a cool idea, in theory, if you have creativity. Otherwise, you're just going through the motions, basically. I'm gonna do this, and you'll see why, because I have a plan. I'm gonna basically make the left side of the dungeon completely worthless. On purpose, so I have no reason to go there, basically. Again, I'm not exactly a good example of what you should do if making a good level. I'm just trying to get through this mode quickly. we are actually gonna put a staircase there, because why not? Do this, and we can have that connect somewhere. Do I even have enough, like, stairs to do this weird plan of mine? I think I do actually have enough stairs. So we need one more. Which one? Let's go with this one. And then, we can put another one here. No staircases, actually. That might... There we go. There's just this empty staircase that goes nowhere. But yeah, it basically automatically picks where stairs should go. I think this will still work, as clunky as this is. So yeah, we just hugged the right side of the dungeon. Obviously, if you're feeling ambitious, you can get a lot of treasure in these dungeons by placing a lot of chests, but the problem for me is I'm just kind of trying to fast-track most of these. I do like the shape challenges, where they're like, oh, make a dungeon of this really bizarre shape, because that really makes you think of how rooms have to connect. Yeah, that one staircase goes nowhere, and I'm surprised it let me get away with it, to be honest. This room is actually kind of slow, because you have to push the switch like that. Again, this mode in so many ways has good ideas. I wish there was more freedom, like placing different enemies. Also, I should show off modifiers. Oh look, a crystal switch we absolutely can ignore. I don't remember that room in the main game, actually. Like, I legitimately cannot remember. Maybe that's one of the rooms Dompe specifically made, or it's from Eagle's Tower and I just blocked it out. There's also special, like, difficulty modifiers as well in certain Dompe challenges. And that obviously that changes up how you have to rethink making a dungeon. There we go. You found a Secret Seashell. If you collect a lot of these, there could be something in it for you. You got a piece of heart. One more to go. You've got a knack for this stuff. I'm itching to see how you'd handle arranging a dungeon from the ground up. I'm thinking I'll throw together a thing where you can arrange a dungeon however you want. Watching you down there gave me an idea for a new challenge. It's ready whenever you want it. So this is new. We have cleared level 1, so we have the option to do level 2, and we have the option to do, free dungeons of our own designs, without any restrictions whatsoever. So, we are far from done. We are still missing a heart piece and a full heart container. So clearly, we're nowhere close to being done with this, sadly. I'm actually not sure, because I'm pretty sure you get the last piece of heart, long before you actually run out of challenges. I guess jumping the gun a little bit, there are 4 tiers. If I'm not mistaken, you get the full heart container at the end of tier 3, which means there's a lot of challenges that don't really give you a whole lot. So I'm not sure if I want to approach those or not. You have discovered every secret. The proof is in the seashells you hold. I acknowledge the perseverance it took. May fortune bless you wherever you roam. My task here is finished. And we get a bunch of rupees. Neat. And of course, our chamber stones. So we have, we should have 8. So we're only missing the 6 from the store. These 6 from the store that cost 1,280 rupees each. So unfortunately, that will take a while. It's good to have all the side stuff done other than this mode. This is gonna take a while though. We have to get through level 2 and then level 3. And at the bare minimum, that's what we need to do. If I decide to do level 4, I'm kind of wavering on it for a few reasons. Plus rupees. So that means you get more rupees in the room that you apply it to. Let's actually go over that, because I haven't. Key Hunter. So, various disparate keys around, or treasures around the room. I hear you, the treasure chest tiles aren't too close to the locks on one chamber. That's the point, your job is to make a path using all of them. Remember to put some chests in too. Wouldn't want to lock yourself out of the rest of the dungeon. Do this. No, that's bad. It should actually be this room. So we can make an easy path, to a treasure over here. Like so. That's bombable. I think I'll go with, a non-bombable wall for the sake of convenience. So I wonder if both of these will be keys. Probably would have to. So now we have to have... Okay, this is an easy decision to make. Plop that down there. Put this here. Put this here. And then link these two sections together. It's like a Y, effectively, is what I'm going for here. And I am going to put in probably more treasure than I need to. Just for the sake of, I'm not sure how many keys I'm gonna need here. So yeah, keys aplenty. So this room is... Let's go with this room here. This room here. And then we need one more corner piece. Like so. Yeah, let's not go with the Hinox room, let's go with, this one. Before we actually finalize this, let us check out effects panels. You can toss plus effect panels on any chamber you've already placed to spice it up a little. So, we have 3 at the moment, plus rupees. So for example, more rupees in a specific room, more enemies. And I guess you can just place it wherever, like you can just go crazy with them. That might be a mistake, actually, having that many enemies. And I'm actually not sure how you get rid of the effect. Oh, remove? There we go. Because that's too many enemies. Just gonna do, like, 1 here. And then you have this mysterious one. Which is the Amiibo exclusive one. Which is Shadow Link. What does that do? We are going to find out next time. When we start this particular dungeon we have created. So yeah, next time we're gonna check out what all these effects panels are. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.